Now we will digitize the parcels off the georeferenced image into the parcel shapefile. Drag the parcels layer above the zone map modified SPCS layer in the Layers panel. Right-click on the parcels and choose Toggle Editing. This puts the parcels layer into edit mode. Notice that a pencil appears next to the layer in the Layers panel, indicating that the layer is in edit mode. Only one layer can be edited at a time. Turn off the net curves visibility. Using the zoom in tool, drag a box around the M1 parcel. And that's the parcel up here in the upper left-hand corner. There it is. Zoom in a little closer. We're going to digitize this one first. There's an editing toolbar for editing vector datasets. If you do not see that, and here it is here, then click View, Toolbars, and look for Digitizing Toolbar and make sure that's selected. So let's digitize the M1 polygon. So click the Add Feature tool. My mouse cursor now changes to a crosshair. And now we're going to digitize it. So polygons are constructed of a series of nodes which define their shape. Well, two nodes and then the start and end with vertices in between. And here we're going to trace the outline of the first parcel by clicking to create each node on the polygon boundary. So put your cursor over a corner of the parcel and left click to drop the first node, and then go to the next corner and left click to create a vertex, and just keep clicking around until you have fully digitized that parcel. When you're done, right click, that'll finish the geometry and bring up the feature attributes editor. Set an ID of 0, and for the zone code, do M-1. Okay, click OK. And now you'll see that we have a polygon created. If we want to delete the polygon we've just added, make sure Parcels is selected in the table of contents or the Layers panel. Click the Current Edits button, and you can do Rollback for selected layers. Alright, so adding a single isolated polygon is pretty straightforward. So let's zoom back to the extent of the image, and I can do that by just clicking back a few times. There we go. And let's find the big parcel in the south central area. It's the one with the code of SU1. So it's right here. And notice that it wraps around the parcel O1. So let's do a few things. First, let's open the layer properties for parcels and click on the Style tab. And let's set the transparency to 50%. And so that way, as we are digitizing, go and click OK, we'll be able to see what's behind it. And we're going to digitize the SU1 outer boundary first. So again, to do that, I'm going to click the Add Feature button. And I can go back and forth between Add Feature and my Zoom and Pan tools pretty easily. So I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to just start digitizing. And around these corners, I'm going to do a reasonable number of clicks. And when I do move, I'll just switch over to my Pan tool, and then go back to the Create feature, and just click a few more times. And now you'll get to see how peaceful it is to digitize. So once again, just clicking every once in a while to make sure that I'm keeping the character of what I'm digitizing. So scroll down to the bottom here, get this corner, pan over to the next corner, do a nice sweeping turn there. Go back to the Pan tool. We're almost done. I know this is thrilling. And looks like a last little bit here. And let's go back to our point of beginning. Okay, looks good. So since it's good, I'm going to make sure I have the add feature tool selected. I'm going to right click. That finishes the polygon and now asks me for the ID. So I'm going to set an ID of 1 and the zone code to SU-1 and click OK. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom to full extent here and then zoom back in to SU1 and so we can see what's going on. So I've created that polygon. Alright, so the issue though is I need to create a ring. I need to really cut out the OU1 from the SU1 parcel. So to do that, we're going to use a tool on the Advanced Digitizing toolbar. So to turn on that toolbar, click View, Toolbars, and we're going to look for Advanced Digitizing. There we go. And we're going to turn that toolbar on. Here it is right here. Okay. And you can move this around again by grabbing the left side and just kind of drag that around. But I'm going to go ahead and put it right back. I've made a mess of it. Try to add it. I'm just going to put it there. There we go. Finally got it. Alright, so I'm going to click the Add Ring tool. And I'm going to use that tool to digitize the O1 parcel. So again, I'm not using the Add New Feature tool. I'm doing the Add Ring tool. And I'm just bouncing again back and forth between my navigation buttons and my digitizing button. Grab the corner. Go back to my point of beginning, make sure I got it all. Looks good to me. Make sure I have the tool I was just using selected, then right click. And now I'm going to go ahead and zoom back out. You can see I've cut out that inner parcel. Cool, huh? All right. So to digitize O1, we're going to use a tool that's part of the Digitizing Tools plugin. So to do that, first we need to add the plugin. So click Plugins, Manage and Install Plugins. And I'm going to go and click All, and I'm going to search for Digitizing Tools. There it is. Oops, let's give it just a second here to catch up. And I'm going to check the box, and at this point it may ask you to install it, so just click yes and let it install. So I'm going to check it and click Close. Okay, so now I need to make sure that I can see the toolbar, and so here's the advanced toolbar the Digitizing Tools toolbar. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that in underneath so I can see everything. And so what I need to do is I need to first select the SU1. So we're going to use the select tool. I'm going to select SU1. And on the digitizing toolbar, next to fill rings with new features. So let's see if we can find that here. Here we go, fill ring with new feature. I'm going to do the drop down. And I'm going to do fill all rings and selected polygons with new features. And so since there's just one polygon, it's going to ask me for that. So we're selected. So I'm going to give it an ID of 2 and a zone code of O-1. And I'm going to click OK, and you'll see that it created a brand new feature. So I'm going to clear my selection. As you can see, I'm going to use the Identify tool here. I can identify the O1 and identify the SU1, and I've got 2 separate features there. Okay, so to digitize the remaining polygons, we're going to turn on the snapping options to make it easier to have adjacent polygons share vertices and/or segments. So to do so, we're going to set our snapping environment. So go to the menu bar and click Settings, Snapping Options. And we're going to, for snapping mode, we're going to go to Advanced. And we need to check parcels since we want to snap to that layer. We're going to set the tolerance to 50 map units. And since our map units are in feet, this will be 50 feet. And for mode, we're going to go to Vertex. And for avoid intersections, we're going to check that box as well. I'm going to click OK to set the snapping options. If at any time I think that snapping is interfering and not letting me choose what I want, I can just go back to snapping options and I can just uncheck or modify those as I please. Alright, so at this point you just need to edit some more and then make sure you stop editing when you're done. So I'm going to edit one more parcel just to give you an idea of how it works. or maybe 2 more parcels. So let's see here. Let's go over here and let's do O1 and R1. So I'm going to zoom into O1 first and do create new feature. And I'm going to do this in kind of quick and zoomed out. This isn't really the way you should do it. I just want to make it quicker. Okay, and so we'll give that an ID of 3, and O-1. Okay, and then we're going to, let's see here. What's the other one I want to do next to it? I want R1. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer to R1. And I'm going to click New Feature. And notice now, when I get my cursor within 50 feet of that vertex, it selects it. And so if I click anywhere within 50 feet of that vertex, if that's selected, it'll just automatically snap to that location. So I know that I'm really adjoining the O1 parcel there. And so let's go around R1 here. So let's create my features. And then pan over. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit closer here. And again, you can see it's getting close. And now all I have to do is just follow these vertices around, and I know that I'm getting the exact same curvature that I created with the O1 parcel. And so since I don't have any vertices between that one and that one, I know I'm adjoining. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to give this one a value of 4. And oops, I've forgotten which one it is. It's R1. So let's bring that back, and we're going to do R1. Click OK. And so now you can see that I've digitized more parcels. So once I've digitized everything, or if I just want to save my edits in case Q just crashes or something, I can click the Save Layer Edits button, which temporarily saves what I've got. And then when I'm done, I just toggle editing, and now you can see the vertices went away and everything is now permanently saved in the shapefile. So now would be a good time to turn off my zone map modified. You can see they all stand alone now. Isn't that really nice? All right, so let's go ahead and save our project.